Hi there, it's Brittany and I'm back with another haul video. This one is from just the regular bead shows that I went to in Tucson. I think I'm gonna have 2 or 3 more of these, including this one. This one is from the bead show called JOGS, J-O-G-S. I'm sure it stands for something, and if I figure it out, I'll put it in the description below. But really, when I hit those type of bead shows, I put up another video where I did an artisan bead haul. But when I hit like a regular bead show, I'm really looking for good deals. If I'm not looking for something specific, then I just kind of gravitate towards something that I'll use and that I can get for a good price. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. There were several merchants who I go to specifically at JOGS, and then I kind of just look around for whatever else I can find, because I know that they have really good deals. So the first one I hit was he's kind of right at the entrance every year, and they have really good dollar strands of beads, and one of them, and so they have a ton of stuff in their shop, but I gravitate towards the dollar strands. And they have a whole table full of dollar strand like crystal beads. So I bought a bunch of those, and this is what they look like. So here are 3 strands. These are probably 15 or 16 inches long. So here's one full strand, and you never know what you're gonna get on one of these strands. So like you see, this one's not even crystal, really. It's just like a glass bead, but obviously, I'm not going to use this as a strand like this. I'm going to separate it out and use them as focals or for earrings or accent beads in necklaces or something like that. These are perfect to use in stretchy bracelets with some gemstones, and they are so beautiful. They're really good quality. Sometimes you'll find one that's chipped or cracked or something, but like this one's etched. This is like a fun shape, and they have really good colors. So I bought a ton of these strands, and I part of the fun is kind of just sorting them out after you get them home. Like, look at this one. This is really pretty purple. So, and I love how big they are, and they're not sizes that you'll see at your typical stores, and they're not shapes that you'll see. Like, there are a bunch of hearts in there. So after I split them up, they look like this. I'll show you in just a second. So here are a bunch that I've already split up into different, sorry I'm moving the camera, but I'm trying to zoom out a little bit, into different colors. And then I'll just kind of organize them afterwards, after I'm done sorting. So if you see in the corner here, this was just the beads on the strands that weren't crystals. So I kind of just make my own little bead soup, put them up to the side, and use them for earrings later. But I just wanted to point out a couple that were really cool. Like this one, I can't wait to use it. I don't know what to use it on, but it's huge. I mean, this has got to be 30, 35 millimeters. And it's like a jet black heart crystal. It's so pretty. I'll probably use that for a pendant. Another one, and I actually had at least 2 of these, and I can't remember, it starts with a T. I can't remember the name of this shape. Gosh, I can't remember. I mean, it's obviously like, it's a triangle, but there's a special word for this, and it's just so pretty, and it's very heavy, so you'd have to have very sturdy earlobes if you wanted to use those for earrings. And then I like these Wonky Hearts. So they had these in a couple colors. There's a pink one. And I think this color is pretty cool. It's like a dusty blue. But basically, these are the main colors that are on those strands, and you just gotta separate them out. So this one's not perfect. There's a bubble in the, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a bubble in there, and there are a couple chips around it. But if I'm using it for my personal jewelry, honestly, I don't care. And nobody's gonna see that. If it's on you in a necklace that you made, they're gonna look at the necklace overall. They're not gonna look at the imperfections. Or you can just wire wrap it. You could use it as a cabochon in clay, and that would get you around the imperfections. Oh, and here's like a red heart. So once I finish sorting them all out, I'll probably, what I did last year was sort out the ones that I want to keep for myself, then put the other ones in the rest of my stash, and then I might either destash them later or use them in other projects that I know I'm going to be giving to people or selling if I do decide to sell anything, or donate to different projects. So that was the first item I wanted to show you. Next, move these out of the way. And I'll move my camera down a little bit. Okay, next from the same seller. These aren't the best quality, but I thought they were cute, and I'm just going to be using them for personal use anyway. I think these are called miracle beads. No, they're not miracle beads. I can't remember. Mermaid beads, maybe? So there are some that are super expensive, and I just didn't really want to spend that much money on them if I'm just going to use them for myself. But these are a glass imitation of the crystal version, and you can tell that by there being like a seam in these beads. I don't really love that, but they were $1, so I didn't really care, and they're going to go on my own jewelry. Now, if it was something I was making for somebody else or selling or something, I would have probably purchased the really good beads. But I thought for $1 each, these would be great. I got 1 yellow strand and 2 white or crystal strands, I should say. Oh, those are pretty cool. From the same seller, and these were not on their dollar table, these were on a different table, but I got 2 of the same kind of bead, 1 strand each of the same kind of beads, but I loved these. I bought, so these are, I want to say 10 millimeter, I think. So I bought them in 2 different sizes, 10 millimeter, and it says $13. This was not $13. It was really deeply discounted. I think it was $3. And I think these are 12 millimeter, but I bought these separately last year, probably a little bit bigger size than this, but I ended up using, sorry, I was working with polymer clay and there's black on my hands. I use these as a focal on gemstone bracelets, and I think it's really pretty. So that's what I'll probably be using these for. And then next, these I thought were pretty funky. So I got I got 1 strand of each, because these are really heavy and quite large, and I don't expect that I'll be using them very often. That's why I only got 1 strand of each. But I mean, they're probably 15 or 16 inches, and they're huge. And then I love the shape. They're like a cushion bead, and I can't remember. These are like composite beads. They're just like a bunch of different stones ground up and mixed together and molded into this shape with resin. And then I got like a chunky hexagonal barrel bead looking thing. So I thought those were fun. Definitely focal beads, or you can make a huge like tribal or native looking necklace with them. And last but not least from that stall, I got these focals. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I just thought they were so fun. I think they were 50 cents each. So, and I don't know what they say. That's also one of the things, like a lot of the Asian inspired things I think are beautiful, but I don't know what they say, and I would hate to be walking around with something, you know, unintentionally offensive, or something that, you know, is a belief system that I don't know anything about. But look how pretty and detailed. This is probably just resin, but I love the mustard colored. I love the flowers. So if I make this into a pendant, this would be facing forward. I got 2 of, well, no, these are different each too. So if anybody knows what that says, could you let me know in the comments? But look how detailed the fronts are. So pretty. And they're only 50 cents, and they're, you know, beads. They're beads. They're not just cabs or anything. So you can wire wrap them. And then I got 1 more that's green. I just love it. And I thought that was such a cool green. They had others, I think red and maybe a blue. If they had blue, I would have bought the blue. So they didn't have blue. But I thought those were pretty cool. So that was it from that merchant. Also from JOGS, I went to a couple other stalls in the looks like I went to quite a few other stalls in there. So this one, their name was Queenly Global Trading. Here's their information. You could probably take a look at their website, Christy Ma. She's really sweet. I didn't get a chance to go back to their stall. I was going to, but I bought way too much while I was out there, so I didn't need to go back. So I bought some really cheap crystals from her. I think everything was like $1, and except for these specialty bead strands. I can't remember. I think they were maybe $3. But I bought them because I haven't seen any beads that look like these before. So, of course, you guys can straight up see that they're turquoise, so they're my favorite color. But look, they have like that druzy metallic color, and they kind of look like raku beads. Raku-fired ceramic beads. So they're not, but they look like it. And I thought, you know, I bought 3 strands because I know I'll never see these again. If I do, too bad. I've already bought 3 strands. These are 8mm. I'm going to use them in probably in a mala necklace. And I can use them with the raku fire beads that I showed you in my artisan bead haul. So I thought these were really pretty. I think it's 15-inch strand. Ton of beads, super cute. These are one of my favorite beads that I bought at JOGS. And then next I got these crystal strands, and I bought them. Crystal strands are a dime a dozen, not really, but they are at these shows. So if you're looking for crystals, you'll definitely find tons of them. I try and find ones that I don't have, obviously, and some weird funky colors. So this is like an apricot shimmer. So it's not iridescent, but it's definitely got like a metallic shimmer on it. Super pretty. I don't know the size. I don't really pay attention to size of rondelles. Sorry. So that one's really pretty. I also got 2 of this one. It's not mustard. It's like a mustard beige. Actually, okay, so look at it. That's what it looks like front on. It's got that same metallic-y pearlescent finish, but like on the inside it's more yellow. So I don't know, but it's really pretty. I thought it was funky, and it goes really well with the other colors I got from this stall. So there's the tangerine, not tangerine, apricot or whatever with the mustard. Then I got this really funky chartreuse. Looks more green in the camera than it really is, but yeah, it's got that pearlescent quality to it. Looks great with these 2 colors. And then I got this coral, a little smaller. I got 2 strands. I think the strand's smaller too, but I thought these were really pretty. It's like a muted coral. Not real bright pink coral, but muted coral. And I think it looks great with these colors. So that's all I got. That's the Queenly Global Trading. And then the next stall, let's see, they are called Buddha and Beads. I don't think I have a card for them, but they gave me like a reusable shopping bag that's like lime green. It's pretty cool. And I have a black one from last year from shopping with them, and they're really sweet people. But again, they have like tons of stuff in their booth, and I just go to the dollar bead strands because I have a lot of stuff. I just want stuff that I don't have, and you know, stuff that I might use. So I have these beads in a different color, but not white. So these aren't the best quality. They're kind of chipped up, but they look good with some of those bone beads I shared from my Etsy haul. I think I only got 1 strand of these, and I can't even tell. I think these are just glass and they're faux gemstone. But they have like these nice white striations throughout the beads. They're very big. Definitely would be using these as a focal. I think, and I've been thinking about this for over a year, what I might do is start doing curated bead kits on Etsy because I have so many beads and I want to share them with people, but obviously like beads aren't free. So tell me if you're interested, if you would buy like a kit that has some findings or some spacers and a focal or something like that. Here's another set, kind of like those, but it's got like a yellow tint. Definitely, I think these are definitely glass. You know what, I don't know. Sometimes you can't tell if they're faux gemstone or if they're glass, but I think these are glass. Very cool. I love anything shaped like heart shaped. So, and I got these before I bought the crystal mix strands from the other group, but I think these are really cute. And I think these would be cute in like a little heart kit. And then just some cute like lampwork beads that would be nice accent beads in a necklace or a bracelet. I love lampwork beads. They hit my heart at a certain way, no matter what they look like. And maybe it's something I'd love to learn to do. More glass beads. I like the foil, very good spacer beads. Kind of big. These are 12 millimeter, 12 to 13 millimeter. And last strand from that shop are these lampwork beads with little roses and stripes. Perfect for Valentine's Day. I think I'm gonna make a bracelet. So I thought these were super cute. And for $1, you cannot pass those up. So that was my haul from that shop. Buddha and beads. It says, love flows free. Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. So I think they're pretty cool. All right, so I actually can't remember where I bought this strand from. I think this actually came from them too. Now that I'm thinking about it, this came from them too. So, and I think this is imitation cherry quartz. So glass, but super pretty. These will look great on earrings. I used to, in my shop, I used to sell a lot of cherry quartz earrings for, because they're just so pretty. Such a good color. Okay, so then I have, I think, 2 more shops. This one I bought from Twice. This one is called SIU or Siu Chung Jewelry FTY. And they're from Hong Kong. So I don't have a website for them. And I don't really want to show you my invoice, but I could show you the top of it, I guess. So that's what they look like. And then so I bought 2. They have tables where, you know, $1, $2, $3, $4, and then it goes up from there. And I just kind of cruise around, look and see what I need more of, what I don't need more of, and I buy anyway. But one thing I've noticed throughout, you know, my career as a jewelry maker and a hobbyist, purple crystals are really hard to find. So like a good purple. Sometimes there's purple crystals, but they're like dusty. I thought, you know, when I saw these, they were really good purple. So I bought 2. Now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, Brittany, why didn't you buy more? Because they're just like stretchy bracelets. They're not like a strand, and they were $1. But I will be taking these apart and using them. And if my best friend is watching, yes, I'll probably make you something with them because they're purple. So I just thought these are such good chunky sizes. I mean, these are big. I think they're 10 millimeter by maybe 6, 7 millimeter. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know sizes of rondelles. But I thought these were super pretty. Another crystal. These are just regular silver. I know you might be, I have a blue cup next to the camera, so it's picking up the turquoise from that cup. But these are like little disco ball crystals. They're 10 millimeter. Excuse me, I can't talk today. I think this is like a 15 or 16 inch strand. This is like a weird crystal color. I think it's purple. I don't know, guys. But it's shiny. And your girl likes shiny, so wow, those are really sparkling in the camera. Woo, they make me dizzy. But aren't they pretty? I'm probably gonna make a memory wire bracelet or something out of these because I need a bracelet with these in my life. So bracelets are my favorite, followed quickly by necklaces. So then I just gotta green strand. Pretty generic, but sometimes you want to just put some green in a necklace. Some random 6mm gemstone beads. Thought these were nice. They were good neutral. I don't know what gemstone this is. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. And then there was a woman, you know, I kind of get a little bit self-conscious when I'm at these shows because there are people just buying so many, but you know, I think, oh, they're buying them for their own bead shops, but this, I don't usually buy a ton of tiny beads, and you'll probably see that. I just don't buy small beads because I like bracelets, and sometimes small beads don't work in bead stranding for what I want. But there was a woman there and she was buying hanks and hanks of these, and I was like, oh, those are pretty. So I thought these colors were really cute together. I don't know what they are, but one's like a pale pink and one's a pale aqua, and I thought they were so cute. And I think these are 4mm. So I got one of each, but she was buying them by like tons. She had tons. And I was so jealous because I was like, I want to have my own bead store, but then I remember that's work too, so I don't want to do that. And then I got this large strand. I don't know what this stone is, but I thought it was super pretty, and it has a weird texture to it. It feels like soap. So maybe, I don't know, could be soap stone. I don't know. Anybody knows? Sorry about that. I don't know if anybody knows what this is, but I thought it was a really pretty color. I like the feel. Could use these as like a worry stone. I'd probably be using them as pendants instead of like in a one necklace by itself, and you can glue a charm to it, another bead, whatever. And then I got this guy. I thought it was so pretty. You know me, I love my bling. And he reminds me of the Raku inspired. It's a beautiful druzy. So I'm probably gonna take this bail off. Like I'll leave the loop, but this bail seems a little chintzy to me. And then here's the back. So if I wanted like a natural inspiration or natural look for the back, I could flip it over. But wow, look at them. They're so pretty. Does this match? No, but look at it. See how beautiful that is? The deep blues, purples, teals, aquas. So that was the first bag of beads I bought from their store. And then I was like, I actually told her, I was like, lady, I am overwhelmed. I'm going to go to another store and then I'll be back later. And she's like, okay. But I came back like maybe a half hour later. She's like, oh, you're already back. I was like, yeah, I just needed a break. And she was like, okay. So then I looked at the rest of her tables, and got these beads, and these are all different prices, but most of them I think were $2.50 a strand. So these are such a pretty blue. They're not turquoise, like they're like a green blue. I don't know, maybe they're some kind of jade. They didn't have, so they really didn't have it marked what these were. It's just, they're just laid out by price, and that's how they make their money. They just bulk sell these beads to other people, and it's up to you to figure out what they are. So I don't have that problem. I don't care what they are as long as they're pretty. I thought these were gorgeous. I know they're just clear, but I wish, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. I wish they had them in 8mm so I can use them in a mala, but I'll struggle through and just use these on a bracelet or something. I thought those were so pretty. I should have bought more. It's always what I'm saying, but do you see how many beads I have? And these videos are not to brag or anything, like, because I'm gonna buy beads no matter what, whether I'm doing a video or not. But it's to help you guys decide, like, hey, do you want to go to a Tucson show? What's at a Tucson show? What do you get at a Tucson show? So I've been buying beads for a very long time, and I've always bought beads, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. These were on my wish list going down there. I don't know if they're actually citrine. They probably aren't. They're probably just glass, but I think they're citrine inspired. And that's my, you know, topaz color is my birthstone, and I wanted to make a mala with them. Unfortunately, they didn't, nope, they didn't have this kind in 8mm, so I'm still on the search. But by the time I was done, like the second day of shopping, I was so done shopping for beads that I didn't even look for the things that I wanted. So, you know, these shows can be kind of overwhelming, even though I've been there before. So then I also got those in some rondelles. These are much larger. They're chunky. You could use these as a guru bead on a mala. So next to one of these, you can see the size difference. And then I got the same color. It's a little, no, it's the same color. So it's a little, shows is a little darker, but these beads are smaller and they're faceted. So look how pretty. I can't stand it. Yeah, I stood in her booth a long time, and I was like, okay, Brittany, this is the first day, like your third, second show, but first day. And I was like, you can't spend all your money here. And then I just never made it back to go get more because it was just such a jam-packed time. But, the more you learn, the more you do these things, the more you learn. And next year I know, like, I can miss a couple shows that I made to this year because I didn't love them. So, thought that was super pretty. This one, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera. Oh, yeah, you can. Dark purple. Look how deep and dark. I'm going to have to test these out before I gift them to anybody or use them on something somebody else would wear, because I'm 100% certain that these are dyed. I can just tell by looking at this one bead. And the last time I bought some dyed beads from this same seller last year and made a bracelet for myself, my wrist turned blue. I still wear the bracelet because it's gorgeous, but my wrist turned blue because the beads were dyed. So I want to be careful before I make something for somebody else, because how mortifying would it be if you gave somebody a necklace and their neck turned purple because of the beads you used? So I'm going to test these out, but gosh, aren't these gorgeous? These are probably 16 millimeter. And they look like expensive gems. So, next, I think I bought these at a different stall too. And I can't remember, I can't remember what I did with them. Well, anyway, I might have bought them at that first one. I'll have to look into my stuff. But look at these. These are really fun. These are, I think, 12 millimeter. It might be 14. No, I think they're 12. So, I think this is jasper, but I could be wrong. Just really pretty, earthy tones. Pink. I wanted to buy more rose quartz than I did down there, but the rose quartz at the places that I was shopping weren't the best quality, and I didn't want to spend more for a good quality, which was just not what I was looking for at this time. So maybe later I will. This is not rose quartz, but I thought these were super pretty, and I can use these in a pink project. I got these two beads. I think these were 50 cents each. Some type of agate. These are definitely going to be a focal. Huge and very heavy, actually. So I could probably hang a tassel from them. I just love the striations in this one and the crackle in this one. Oh, I keep hitting the camera, guys. I'm so sorry. And these, I don't know what stone this is, but it's so pretty. And they look like hand carved. These got to be hand carved. Can't imagine a machine doing this. But it's a huge strand. I'm not ever going to use all of these, so I'm thinking I might do a kit and put them in my Etsy shop. Let me know. What do you guys think about that? But I think this would be a perfect focal. And maybe I'll do a video of like, hey, this is what I made with this. And now I'll put a kit in my Etsy shop. Let me know. But I think these are really pretty. They remind me of the desert and the sun and all the reasons why I moved to Arizona in the first place. And then last but not least from this shop were these beautiful purple and blue, not rhinestones, Brittany, gemstones. I don't know what this is, guys. Is it jasper? Maybe. It reminds me of the ocean jasper I have. I think that's what it's called. I honestly don't remember. I'm the worst with the names of actual gemstones. I'm so bad at it. I'm bad at people's names too. So I mean that makes sense. So I thought these were super pretty. I have some actual rounds that'll work with this too. All right, and I'll be right back with the last shop from JOGS. Okay, the last store I purchased from at JOGS didn't have a card. Maybe did, I lost it. So, only a few things from this shop. I think this bag of Cat's Eye Heishi beads, where it was the best deal I probably got at this one. Because I think it's 5 strands. It was $2. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, 5 strands. So 5 strands of, first of all, Cat's Eye beads, which aren't cheap. In this cool shape. I'll never use all of these, so again, I'll probably try and just stash or do something with them or do a challenge or something. But I thought they were super pretty. They're in blue, of course, one of my favorite colors. Let's see. And then I just got some, you know, dollar strands from them again. These plastic crystals. Acrylic crystals are huge. I mean, these got to be 25 millimeter. Definitely a focal. These will be great to use with some Jesse James beads. Only 4 on the strand, but I thought they were so fun. Some more plastic ones, acrylic ones, and cute peach coral. I love the AB. These don't have an AB on them, but I haven't seen this color like this before, so I thought they were really cool. They're showing up a little more pink, but they're like a muted coral. They're kind of close to those crystals I showed earlier. Let's see if I can find them. They're around me somewhere. I can't see them. Here they are. They're kind of close. Yeah, they're a little off, but they're really close to these crystals I showed you earlier in the video. These, I don't know what to call these, but I have these from $beadbox.com or Beadbox Bargains. Not Dollar Beadbox. So Beadbox Bargains, I have some like 8 and 10 millimeters, and these are 12 or 14. No, these are 12. But I thought these are really cool. Mirror finish blue, and then they kind of have like a purple metallic in there too. So, some yellow acrylic crystals. Thought those were cool. These are like a mauve color. Well, they kind of look purple on the camera, but they're lighter in person. And then I got a couple crystal strands, like big boy crystals. I think that's what Jesse James Beads calls them, but look how sparkly. These are big. These are big. They're shorter strands, but they're huge. Very good quality crystal. And then I always hit this store for spacer beads. I didn't find any silver ones that I wanted. They're pewter. These are like gold tone pewter. So each bag has a ton of beads in it. And you know, being a jewelry designer, you use a lot of spacer beads and lots of bead caps. So, and I know Michael sells these for like $3.99 a strand. And you get maybe 25 on there. So this has got at least 100 beads in there. These are so fun. And then these are a little bigger. Very detailed. They have the large holes, so these with leather too, if I wanted to. And then last but not least are these shell pendants. I had these in silver I got from AliExpress, so I was super excited to see them here. And they didn't have the silver ones, but I still have a whole bunch of the silver ones. I really love these. I made a knotted necklace that I'll put in a finished jewelry video with a silver one of these using some gemstones and some Jesse James beads, and I wore it to the Jesse James beads Tucson Adventure, and everybody loved it. So I was so excited to find it in gold. I think one of the prior Jesse James Beads mystery box had the silver ones, and unfortunately I didn't have that. I'm not subscribed to that box yet, so I didn't get it. But when I saw it online, I was like, oh, gotta get it. Gotta get the, I was so excited to get these shells, and I can't wait to use them. I'll probably make a couple different necklaces with it. So that was my JOGS bead haul. Thanks for watching. Which one was your favorite set of beads that I got? What have you guys ever been to Tucson? And if so, what's your favorite gem show? Please leave your comment below and like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.